Our society is backwards, man. Black culture needs to change. It's messed up. Our country has been divided. We've been turning things upside down. We're pointing the finger at each other and not at the people responsible. We're sensitive to everything. We're programmed to whereas all we got to do is see an image and we react. We're destroying our country and listening to false narratives. All this started because of what? George Floyd. George Floyd, a man who was high as hell on fentanyl and whatever else, who resisted, who put himself on the floor, kicked himself through, where we waited. We didn't get body cam footage to show what was really going on, but we reacted. We started protests. We tore up the country. Black Lives Matter comes, makes things worse. People got harmed more in the protests of Black Lives Matter than police harmed the black people in the last 5-6 years. There was more people hurt in the Black Lives Matter protests than police hurting black people in the last 5 years. Then we move on to Jacob Blake, a man who had a knife, said he was going to go get a gun in front of his children, resists, has a warrant for his arrest, gets shot by the police. We tear up everything because we respond to a video. People start going crazy. Come to find out, he's a pedophile who was threatening the life of an officer. We got real issues in this country. And it's not racism. The issue in this country is not racism. The issue in this country is media. Lack of accountability on all parts. Lack of accountability on all parts. Lack of accountability for corrupt officers. Lack of accountability from the black community in response to black criminals being shot. Black criminals being shot. Okay? Not upstanding black citizens. No, black criminals being shot. We respond. Go in the house, please. We respond. We respond to a picture. We respond to a video without checking the facts. Yet, the same people that scream Black Lives Matter scream save our children, but will tear up the country over a pedophile. It ain't right. The media is the problem. Not just the media. Black leaders who speak out in favor of Black Lives Matter and promote the BS that's going on. When leaders come out and say it's okay to loot, it's okay to riot, it's okay to burn things down in our own communities. Come on, man. Problem that we got in America is American leaders. That's the problem. People who hold high positions, who own media stations, who own radio stations, who have an agenda. That's the problem. It's not the police. It's not even black people. It's not even criminals. It's the spin on things. That's the problem. Everybody thinks with their emotions instead of looking at facts. To where we're saying that even the dude last night or today, whoever it was, the white kid that was shooting people. He was shooting. If you watch the whole thing, I seen the whole clip. Dude gets hit with a skateboard in his head 2 times, Dude comes at him with a gun, he fires. But because he's white, we're saying he's a white supremacist. Let you get hit with a skateboard while you're holding a gun, and somebody come at you with a pistol, and you're in the middle of chaos, and tell me you ain't gonna fire off no shots. Yeah, we wait for Black Lives Matter to come out and say, you know, Black Lives Matter, we gotta tear shit up. Then it's okay. It's okay to do it because they said it's okay. But they don't tell you that 48 people were harmed during Black Lives Matter protests. Some lost their lives during protests, which is counterproductive in my opinion, because you're out there protesting for Black Lives Matter, and then Black lives don't matter in the middle of the protest. Shootouts happening in the middle of the protest. Black on black shootouts. Not white people shooting at black people, no. But they don't tell you none of that in the media. They don't tell you about the white people that are getting killed by police officers. They don't tell you that each time it's a criminal. It's a criminal. These aren't young, unarmed, upstanding citizens that are getting gunned down, bro. That's not the narrative that's being pushed. That's not the truth that's being put out. They're telling you that these violent, offensive pedophiles and criminals are just great people that didn't do nothing wrong, and the police just wanted to come and kill a black person. Do things need to change? Hell yeah. But it ain't just needs the changes aren't just needed on the police. The changes are needed in our own communities. You know how many people were shot this year in the communities of black people by black people? Do you know how many? Do you know how many white people were shot in white communities by white people? Do you know? Do you know how many people are getting away with murders? Do you know how many kids are being killed in all these different communities by black and white and brown? But you want to defund the police though, right? Because all the police are racist, right? People need to wake up, man. You need to wake up. Turn